It is often joked that despite the Gambia's small size, one can hardly go anywhere in the world and not bump into a Gambian. Perhaps it should be no surprise then that our colleague Korka Bah, while in the Dutch capital Amsterdam, came across a fellow Gambian and one whose job would be unfamiliar and unusual to most Gambians. Adidara tells us more.
Trams are among the most popular modes of transport for getting around Amsterdam. As a first-time visitor to the Dutch capital, Korka Bah, appropriately the host of QTV Street Talk, came upon his fellow Gambian Omar Bah in the streets of Amsterdam. Over the course of a day or two, Omar spoke to Korka and told him about his unusual line of work and accompanied him on his route, which also allowed time to see a lot of the beautiful city of Amsterdam. And he got to tell us his story, and we also observed his interaction with his passengers. Having initially dabbled in music, playing the djembe drum, which he said hurt his back, Omar explained how he came to do this line of work while showing us around the city and demonstrating how his tram operated.
I started to work as a transport company. Then later I went to work in the filling station, also just to my communication skills and the language. And then from there, I thought of, I kind of partially studied tourism and I am an open person, I'm a musician, so I like to work with people. So that's how I taught myself, like, okay, I want to motivate myself to do something more interactive. So that's how I came to the tram. I can read and write and understand the language. I speak the language like I speak Wolof or Fula, myself Fula. So, and I live in Amsterdam for 12 years now. And through a friend of mine, I got this job, because he's also working in this company. So he called me one day like, hey, they are looking for tram drivers, and I know it's something for you. So from there, I just stepped up. I said, okay, I need to do the course. The course was like 7 weeks. And after 7 weeks, I got qualified. So that's how I got employed. And my experience with driving tram in Amsterdam, the crazy city, I mean, we are Gambians, we are flexible, we are communicative, we are friendly. That's why we are called the Smiling Coast. So my experience here is like, I'm loving it every day. And only the compliments you get from people every day on the tram is keeping me also like, I love what I'm doing. Okay. So doing what I'm doing and just keeping my smile, and then everything is going all right.
Having heard from the man, we thought we'd better speak to some of the passengers and find out how they felt having him drive them around this wonderful city.
I feel good. I feel okay. I feel comfortable. Yeah, and for me it's simple and normal. But 41 years I live in Holland. For me the tram is normal. You drive okay. Yeah. Sometimes someone drives too hard, but normally they do it good.
That was Astrid Pellen. And here's Joop, another passenger, with his take on having Omar drive him around.
For me, he's a Dutch brother. Yeah. So far, so good. I think he's the same as all the other drivers. I think they train very well. I have to look at him, but I think they get proper training. So yeah, they all drive. They're all good drivers. I did see one tram collapse once though, but it wasn't the fault of the driver. The weather. So yeah, no, it's totally fine.
Now, having heard from some satisfied passengers, Omar continued with some words of advice.
Migration is normal everywhere. Only thing I just say, if you come to a place, like we said, if you go to Rome, do as the Romans do. So integrate yourself. Don't limit yourself. The sky is the limit. So just go for it. It doesn't only mean driving a tram. You see the buses over there. There are Africans driving the buses like Ghanaians and stuff. We have to go for these jobs. These jobs are here now, and they're really looking for people to do these jobs. So if you just focus on a little bit of motivation and just trying to integrate more into the society, this is a way to get into society and get what you're looking for. Okay. So what I'm just saying is I want to see more. I want to see more, especially fellow Gambians. Here being a tram driver or a conductor behind or a bus driver, even in the train. So there's no limit. Don't limit yourself. Just go for it.
That was Omar Bah, a Gambian who spent 12 years in the Netherlands and who's loving life and loving doing his job every single day. For QTV News, I am Ade Darren.